Uh,
Swirls of boy, old robotic boy with a red sticking out of his brain.
Hello, everybody. It's Miss Steam here, and I am with the lovely Order of Magnitude.
Good morning or evening, wherever you may be. How are you all? I can't see the chat room, by the way, so I don't know if regular Firtless are there or if Miss Steam subscribers are there. Hello, anyway. I'm not dressed for the occasion in the slightest. I've only just gone back from a really grueling paper round. But we all got to do our things for Christmas, you know? So, there we go. But hello, anyway.
Okay. Okay, so everyone's here. Nice.
We have people.
Yep, lovely people. We have Alberts and North Nottingham Paranormal Investigators.
Oh, I know.
Hello, guys.
I know exactly who they are. Hello,
A friend.
NMPI. You lovely man, you. How are you doing? And Albert. Albert, I'm surprised you're here, actually. Albert is a big fan of the High Priestess. Does a lot of moderating for her and other people. He's a really regular. Thank you. Thank you, Albert. Come on. Thank you. How you doing?
Okay. I never did an interviewee type live stream before, so sorry about my unprofessionalism.
Don't worry about that. Seriously, I'm the most unprofessional person going. Honestly, don't worry about it. Just relax. You know, say what you got to say, and I'll probably more than you will. Trust me.
I guess first thing is probably explain your channel a little.
Well, yeah. Albert and NMPI know what's what. Whoever else is out, I don't know. But yeah, you guys know what my channel is. It's Okay, we'll start from the beginning, kind of, in a sort of. We'll try and keep it concise because it's not really got history. It's not really the right word. It's only been going about a year and a half, but it started off with a rant about a certain man who sells certain equipment for very high prices. We call that snake oil. That's what we call it. And I had a rant about this, and there was not going to be a channel. I wasn't going to carry on with this. I think it was actually Scotty from EVP Paranormal Science said, "Hey, I quite like your persona. Do some more. Do some more." So I did, and it sort of amalgamated from there. Basically, the reason why I sort of started my channel, other than the rant, is because I experienced, well, more my wife's side, but I sort of married into it. We experienced a 10-year resident haunting, we started a YouTube channel way too late. We should have done it when it was all active, really, but it's a long story. We were going to be featured on a TV show. We turned it down at the last minute because of ethics, I think is the best way to describe it. And yeah, from there I've just sort of carried on. I've delved in certain topics and certain things I feel strongly about. One of the things is what we're talking about now is Heartregress.
Aren't they lovely?
Yeah, they're great. They're great. I can't believe Steiner turned up my live stream because, as far as relevance goes, as far as my channel goes, it was a really off-key stream as well because it wasn't a stream about the paranormal. I was literally just playing like old arcade games because when I was a kid, I used to love the arcades, and in this day and age, you can get all your arcade games on your mobile phone by using Main. So I was just streaming a couple of games via my tablet in the most unprofessional way possible, literally pointing a camera at the tablet. And there he turns up, Steiner. Oh God, what? And he came up with this I can't remember what statement it was, but it was a ridiculous statement along the lines of, "Hey, it's okay to fuck a 4-year-old." I just blew my lid. Get that motherfucker out of my stream. What? And I thought, no, hang on a minute. Let's be diplomatic about this. Let's be democratic. Have you say, Ernst? Try and say, sway me, because he allegedly is not. So he says is not in that way or form. He's not a pedophile, so he proclaims. He is
Well,
just.
it's been found out that he was actually a paedophile and got
That
arrested.
doesn't surprise me. That really doesn't. Exactly. People. As soon as I find out about Amos Yee, I bet Amos Yee is one. This whole persona of I'm not this way inclined, but I'm sticking up for a minority. You know, these minority guys that they get picked on. You know, it's not their fault. Look, I'm really, really liberal, and so is my wife, and both of us have had a discussion about this. Look, if you have these thoughts or feelings over a child, and you think, oh my God, I'm a really bad person, you know, oh shit, you know, it's ruining your life, and you don't want to do this, you don't want to offend, okay? So you think, who do I turn to? Do I go to my GP? Do I go to the council? Who do I turn to for treatment? We support you, okay? You're going to go out there and you're going to try and get help. You're not going to offend, you're not going to touch, you're not going to do anything of the sort. You don't want to be this person. It's just unfortunate genetics have hit you this way, and you've been dealt a really bad hand. Okay, so just because you're a paedophile, I will not go out and like lamp you in the face straight away. It is the fact that you want to turn this into no justification. It is okay because everyone's allowed to love. I'm allowed to love. Human rights. Yeah, but your human rights inflict on someone who is innocent, who has no consent, who has no understanding. I have a 5-year-old girl now, and they say like the age of consent should be dropped down to 6 to 4, that area. She's no way ready for anything near. And the justification they throw at this is James Carson. I don't know if James Carson is a real character or not, because I've got so many bits of information that still come into me today, whether he's a fictional character or a real character. But his line of defense is, hey, I was a 12-year-old and I chased after a much older guy. So the 12-year-old initiated the contact, if you like. He was a gay guy, and what he did was show me how to make love, and this enriched my life greatly. No harm done, my life is great. And I said, you sure you're not just a victim who's trying to put a spin on it because, you don't want to be a victim? Oh no, I did all the chasing, it was all me. Alright, gents, let's pretend this is true. You are a 12-year-old little boy who's got some weird, I don't know how you discovered this, but, it could happen. I'm really liberal, like I say. You discover that you are this way inclined. You chase after an older gay guy, and you push, and the gay guy suddenly reciprocates with you. He's much older, takes you to these weird art places, gets you drunk on wine, and then you proceed to have coitus. And it doesn't damage you. You see, James, the problem is you are 1% of the fucking population, less than 1%. The 99 other percent out there, this does not wash. Therefore, the majority says this cannot work. I'm sorry.
There's a reason why every single country around the world, except for the Islamic countries, that has an age of consent over the puberty age.
Yeah. I appreciate some countries don't, like America's like 18, I've been told. We're 16. Someone told me Japan's like 13 or something. That seems
they recently changed their rules to 14.
Okay, 14. Still feels a bit young, but thinking back to when I was 16, there were a couple of 14-year-olds who are a bit, I'm scared the shit out of me because I lost my virginity quite late, admittedly. I was about 18, I think I lost mine. But, there were 14-year-olds that jumped on me, and I was like, what are you doing? Oh my God. So, yeah, I saw them, but it's nowhere near the age of 6 or 4, is it? Nowhere near. Nowhere fucking near. I've
got a little sister, and she doesn't do anything like that. She I let her watch the X-Men, and she just ran in a wall. I mean, that really shows how intelligent kids are with things like that.
a lot of people have like shown me crazy things. Things of pedophiles, they have a secret code and they hide because they're so shamed upon. And like I say, I actually support those that are non-contact. There are always weird pedophiles. I say weird, they're not weird. There's pedophiles that advocate for non-contact. They realise they're ill, and they realise that they've got a serious problem, but they don't want to be this way. And every day they go and seek counselling, they seek whatever. If there's a drug that will stop them this way, they'll fucking take it. They know it's not right, but they've stuck their hand and go, I have a problem. I am actually, you know, a little kid walks my way and I suddenly get a twang in my pants. Shit, this is not how it's supposed to be. Those guys I don't have a problem with because they really are trying. They're going out their way. And if they offend, then obviously I lose all confidence in them. But they are being really honest and saying that the problem we've got, and they're going out to make sure they don't have contact. They're every day they put a battle, almost like an alcoholic, you know, the 12-step program. They go and make sure they don't do that, and they put a website up. You know, science of this, we don't believe in contact. But then you got Heartregress. Heartregress are the complete opposite. They're like, no, this is right. You know, how, you know, everyone should be allowed to love, and they put it in such a spin on it that's just insane. Yeah, everyone should be allowed to love, sure, sure. But a lot of these kids don't have the feeling to be loved. And maybe they're saying, well, in that case, we'll advocate for the 1% that can. But in terms of law and stuff, 99.9%, it cannot be. James Carr, you're an exception to the rule, and I still think you may well be a fictional character anyway. If you watched Liz Reptiles, I don't know if you saw Liz Reptile's little thing where she showed that James Carter is actually...
I don't know. There was a lot of everyone on a pedophile rant, as it were.
yeah,
so there was
same
video.
They showed James Carter was allegedly an amalgamation of certain photos via Photoshop. He wasn't a real person or something. It ended up being Daniel Gaither, and Daniel Gaither is a really well-known paedophile in Heartregress. He's terrible. I don't quote me on this, but I think he is one of the ones that got locked up by Mrs. Magnitude's action. My wife got in touch with the NSPCC and she said, look, we've come across this group called Heartregress, etc. A lot of them in America or possibly Canada. We gave what we could across to the NSPCC, and fair play to them. They come back to us later on. They said, right, we've passed on the information to these states. We can't say who and, you know, what, but what we can tell you unofficially is these people have been arrested and they've been slung in jail for a small period of time. Now that's not prison. There's a difference in America. We over here we have remand. If you're really bad, you get stuck in remand in prison. You know, most of the time you're put on bail, but in America it's a bit different. You're put in jail, and then you have your court case. And if you go to prison, well, you've already served some time, so that's taken off. Or if you're acquitted, you're acquitted. But these certainly they didn't say what names or who. But certain people that we had put the information across to, the United States and their authorities and what information we had, those guys had been put in jail for a small period of time and are being investigated. And I'm hoping that something comes out of it, you know, with a little luck. But Daniel Gaither was the main one. He's the sicker. If you see his icon, he's got the hand and the baby, the little hand on top of him. You know, that's his icon.
Yeah.
But he is prevalent in all sorts, and he even, I mean, some of the things he'd done, he'd sold his own. I can't remember. I got to think back now. I can't remember if it was his own little brother or his own son. He actually put out a website saying, "Look, this is my son. I'm 1 year old or 2 years old or whatever. Come to my party and, you know, interact with me, so to say." You know, he sold his own family, his own kid. It's either his brother or his son, I can't remember, to these predators. That's how sick and dodgy he is, you know, and that really got to us.
Yeah,
so
that is
really,
pretty fucked.
Yeah, it's pretty warped. I'm really hoping he's one of them. Now, before you sent me a thing saying, you know, I want to do a live stream with you, see what your experiences of Heartregress. I said, okay, yeah, cool. Irish Steven, he's not very well today. He said he was going to come on the stream or at least come and chat with him. He's not very well, but he sent me a thing because I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter either. That's Facebook and Twitter to normal people. So I'm not very social media. I don't really like social media. I'm not even going to be on YouTube. I'm a very reclusive sort of guy. It's only lately I've sort of come out of my shell. I've got a lot of support, and I'm blown away by support. Of course, it's unbelievable. Actually, I've had you have no idea, seriously, Miss Steam. You have no idea the support I've had. You know, I've had cars bought for me, or you know, I've had a lot of help in making my standard of living a lot higher than what it was. But the point I'm trying to make is on Facebook there was this drive their latest thing was, let me get this right, a woman, I think she is, and her brother. So this woman is married to somebody, and they've had a kid together. Now her brother has fallen in love with their kid. Their kid's between 4 and 8. I don't know the exact age, but her brother is having sex with the kid that she is having with her husband, if that makes sense. In other words, the uncle's niece. And they're saying this is true love, this is okay, they both consent, they're both in love, this is, you know, this is right. Why is this wrong? Why is this not right? Oh my God, love. So you're allowing your brother to molest your child, more than molest, you're having full-on intercourse, and you're saying this kid is going to be so fucked up. And my argument as well is, well, say we let this go, because there's another channel like, I can't remember his bloody name now, the cartographer, I think his name is. He said he doesn't call them pedophiles, he calls them mappers, you know, minor attracted person. There's many benefits a minor attracted person can have. They can do the homework with the child. They can babysit your child. They'll never grow old with your child. They'll do all these nice things.
Yeah, cartographer is a nasty piece of work. He really is.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. I haven't had any dealings with him. I just know who he is. But this is the sick thing about it, right? If this child invests all its time with this predator, if we like, and they engage in a relationship at such a young age, this is what's going to happen. They're going to, because they're a child, they're very developing. Everything will be invested in that person. I mean, everything will be invested. And suddenly, they'll come to an age of, say, 17, 18, 16, whatever that age is, where Mr. Predator is not interested. What are they going to do? They're going to dump the child and move on. That child has now had a fucked upbringing, doesn't know where the hell it stands on this piece of earth, and is completely ruined as an adult because the selfish predator, well, it wants to move on to younger, fresher ground, doesn't it? You know,
yeah.
They're not going to.
The mental illness, you're attracted to children, so when their children grow up, you're no longer attracted to them anymore, so you try and find new ones. See, that's the thing, you can't treat a psychosis like a sexuality because they're very different things. The sexuality doesn't mean that you're gonna have other mental health problems, while with pedos, you do. There's a guarantee that you're gonna develop other psychological problems as well.
Yeah,
you don't.
Definitely. You know, and that's the whole spin there. Oh, it's a sexuality now. No, it is a mental illness. Because it harms the innocent. You know, imagine my innocent daughter gets in. You know, is in contact with one of these. God help, gets in contact with one of these people. It's gonna fuck her up. It's not gonna make her grow or be a better person. And as I kept saying to James Carter, fictional person or not, I kept saying, who does this benefit, James? This doesn't benefit the child. This benefits you, these laws. Not the child, benefits you. These laws you are advocating for does not give any benefit to any child. It gives benefit to you. And that is the thing. You're fucking selfish because of that. You're putting your own desires over absolutely everything, you know?
The paedophiles, what they're doing at the moment is they're reaching onto the social justice warrior crowd because they know for a fact that they're so desperate to be seen as good people.
Oh, God.
They wouldn't do anything.
I understand social justice warriors, they want to make good in the world. I need another cigarette. Seriously, right, I shouldn't really admit this is probably a good thing. But to do the stream, I had to have... Let me start again. I'm not really a drinker in the sense of things, but to do this stream, I had to have 2 cans of Cellar because I realised what the stream I was in for. I didn't put a lot of promotion to the stream, I put a little bit out. So I mirrored your video and I put a bit on my G+. I'm not many social media formats anyway, but I knew some of the tough questions I'd have to go through and talk. And I said to my fans isn't really a good word, I call them Firtless. But, you know, people who support me, look, if you don't want to watch this stream, because some of them find it really, really tough, you know, don't. You know, do not watch this. It's going to be some fucking tough questions about moral ethics and all the rest of it. I need another cigarette. Just give me a second.
That's fine. Yeah, usually I forget that my audience isn't completely like balls of steel. Um,
Yeah,
I
I
forget the audience are like that.
feel strongly about it because I do have a daughter, obviously, and as a father, obviously, it terrifies me. But like she's gone to a new school recently, and we're quite paranoid about it, sort of thing, because we live in the middle of nowhere. We're checking out a school. So this school has under like 50 pupils. It's a very small school, and they're a bit very liberal. Like they have slippers in class. They go out for forest walks and stuff. And that's all very good if they can concentrate the education, because between you and me, my daughter isn't exactly a high flyer at school at the moment. She's showing signs of dyslexia and other things, which is what he's not my son, he's my stepson, but my 19-year-old has. But he's now hopefully going to university. He pulls his finger out of his ass and starts to be a dick and stop skiving. That's a different story altogether. But yeah, we checked out that school head to toe. And we had a look at, not just the male, but the female teachers, the way they acted around the kids. And we were looking for all these signs. It's kind of wrong in a way. We shouldn't have to do that, but we did, because
I
these are the sorts of places they exist,
I would say in real life scenarios, you obviously should worry, but I don't think you should worry as much because keep in mind it's very rare. It's obviously because of social media you hear it a lot more.
Yeah.
While 20 years ago this happened way more often than it did now.
Yeah, but I think I sort of touched on my live streams between the 50s and the 70s. It was sort of more accepted. The boarding schools, the churches, there's a lot of sick things that happened. And
I still actually think it was accepted. I think it was more of a lot of people didn't know.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
didn't thought that would happen. Sort
Maybe.
of thing.
So. Who's the guy in the background? I just noticed there's a guy in the background.
It's my friend Skog.
Oh, hello. I had no idea who's there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Temporary living.
I need a secretary. Great. You got your own secretary there. Brilliant. Yeah, where were we? Oh, shit, this is such a tough topic. Yeah, I know, like, I know the social justice warriors, they always want a cause to fight upon. The whole painting your single finger a color and the whole feminism thing. Oh God, feminism. Yeah, we all need something to fight upon and have a cause. You're happy being miserable unless you got something to fight upon. But these are not the people to embrace social justice warriors seriously, left or not. Seriously, don't. They might be in the minority, and I understand. Like I said, that there's these pedophiles out there that turn around and say, "Shit, I've got a problem. I need help. I don't want to do this. I really, really don't." And those people I really, have a respect for. And those people I'm really hoping they are not in Heartregress. They're not thinking, oh, well, they say it's all right. Well, maybe it is all right then. After all, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is okay. It's just, the rest of the world is just bigoted or whatever. I'm really hoping they don't stumble across that. Or if they do stumble across that, they go, no, fuck off. I've got an illness. I realize I've got an illness. And every day I will strive to make sure that illness does not impact on somebody else's life, because that's what's going to happen at the end of the day. Somebody else's life is at stake, and you're going to fuck up a lot. I'm just trying to think to when I was a young kid, if I had such things happen to me, I think it would really, really mess me up, especially as I was such a late developer and lose my virginity compared to most of my friends, But,
well, me and my brother went to a Catholic church like every Sunday, and it's kind of funny now because we're both hardcore atheists, but well, not hardcore, but but it's kind of funny because this church, we noticed that something was wrong with our priest, and luckily nothing happened to us. But then about 2-3 years ago, I heard that he got arrested because he had child porn on his computer, and we're like, we fucking knew it. We knew it.
Yeah. I had a teacher like that in primary school. I was year 6. This is the last year of primary school, and he had a couch or a settee, and it's called the reading couch. And then he would have the pupils who are like 11 years old, me including. He didn't take a liking to me. I was quite see, in primary school I did really well up until this year when I met this teacher, this certain teacher, and my grades turned from really, really good to really, really bad. I didn't get on with him. But on this couch, he had the reading couch, and he would sit there, and he'd put his arm around the pupils, he'd start tickling them and stuff like that, you know? And I didn't think much of it over time, but obviously as you get older, these kids who got older have younger brothers and sisters, and they tell the story of the tickling couch, of how he'd tickle you and sort of molest you on this couch while you were trying to read to him. Well, he had a nervous breakdown like later on, because these brothers and younger sisters who were told this information wouldn't have this. When he tried to tickle them, they turned around and they sprayed fart spray in his face and other things and bits and bobs, and totally misbehaved and called him, well, a pedophile, a predator, and all these other things. And he had a nervous breakdown left. Whether he was actually done as a predator, I don't know, but it was just very strange, just trying to think back to this reading couch. You know, with me, he wasn't so keen, and he gave me bad reports because I was quite, you know, antisocial towards him. But to the other students who wanted to do well, they let him put his arm around them, and he put his hand up their top and he tickled them. I mean, I don't think he touched any genital areas or anything, but it was just a bit strange, you know, a bit odd.
Yeah, that's pretty like, wow.
Yeah. So, Mr. Danter, if you're watching this, you asked what I'd become, as you predicted, a complete loser, you fuck. Oh, dear. I never amount to anything. This boy will never amount to anything. You're right. Well done, Mr. Dancer. But I wonder about anybody else you touched up, apart from me, which I would not let you do.
Well, let's talk about something nicer, I guess. I've been watching the Huff debunking, which is really interesting.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like he apparently gets like cheap parts, put them in a box, and then calls them a spirit box.
Yeah, this is oh gosh, look, this is why I kind of started the YouTube channel. Like I said, it's going to be one rant video and nothing more, and somehow people wanted more from me for whatever.
Well, you've got a very infectious personality, really. So.
So you said. Yeah, basically what it is, like I said, we had a house that had weird activity, lots of things, and at the time, I mean, looking back, I wish I sort of documented it more, but at the time I was more paranoid about if this ever got out, we'd, you know, be either a tourist attraction or we'd be looked at as a bit mad or whatever. And like I say, we even had a company called 12 Hour approach us, and they gave us the lowdown, what we had in our house, in exchange for a documentary on us. And then we turned it down literally the last sort of 24 to 48 hours we were due to have filming. We just locked them out of the house and didn't answer the door. But I followed her from day one, basically. And there's a couple of others. There was another channel called Contact Mortis, now known as Mortis the Wizard. There's a few others I can't really remember now, actually. And I was a taxi driver at the time, and I was sort of seeking for answers about what was going on in my house. And Huff had some really, really good stuff at the time, and he was legit at the time. He wasn't a fake or anything like that. He was really good, and that's how he got his reputation of being good, because he was good and got some good stuff. Anyway, as time went on, it seemed that he had this idea about making the ultimate app that everyone can use called the SCD1, and he plugged it as the best thing ever. And it turned out to be total horse crap, along with the fact that it's a $50 price tag. I mean, apps were very cheap in the days, only a couple of quid a go. The only app that was expensive was the Echo Box at 30 quid a go, and that I used that at the time when we had our house, if you like, and it was the closest thing I could say that felt like we had something intelligent answering back. But even then I was a bit, is this just, you know, the app? I don't know if it's actually something coming through and telling me these things. I don't know, it's a bit awkward. A lot of people didn't know how to use EchoVox either. A lot of people were you know, were relying on the phonetics and the random generated noises that come out. you're actually going to look for replies in the echo of it. That's the whole point why it's called Echo Vox. Without the echo, it's kind of useless, but whatever. But anyway, we had Huff had this SCD one, and it was out of garbage, 50 quid. It was internet radio streaming to be like a ghost box, and I don't know if you understand how ghost box works. A lot of the time, I'd say about sort of 70% of the time, a ghost box gets absolutely nothing. It's just a radio going round in circles and not stopping on a specific station. It's just, you know, you won't find much from it. But if you go to the right area or get the right contact or whatever the conditions may be, I've been trying to find out what those conditions are. I still don't really know the answer to that. What I can tell you, since moving into my new property, I haven't had anywhere near as much contact. I've had one or two. I mean, NMPI now is in the chat room, or at least he was, and if he still is. He's covered a few of my sessions at this house, and I have had something which is quite good, but it's very quiet here compared to the other house where it's a lot more active. But even then, when I started YouTube, it had been like a year to 2 years since we had any real decent activity. You can say, oh my fucking god, something is here, you know. And at the time before I moved into my house, I was a skeptic. I didn't believe in anything like God or whatever. I was a cocksure man, kid, what you're gonna call me, who, yeah, God doesn't exist. When you die, you die. I don't believe in any of this. I really didn't. And when I met my wife, she said to me, yeah, she was my girlfriend at the time, she said, just let you know, I have something that resides in my house, and if that puts you off me. And I laughed at her. I said, oh, okay, yeah, okay, well, you're cute, we'll carry on. And that very same night, I was woken up to what you call open air speak. Well, it's not really speak, it was music. It was sounded like World War One or World War Two music. I think I tried tracing down the music from memory. I think it's a jitterbug, but don't quote me. I won't until I hear it again. And I thought she had some sort of funky alarm, like, you know, you're into steampunk, she's a bit goth, maybe it's some sort of cool alarm or whatever. And I said, you know, I've been woken up by this music. Have you got a cool alarm? And she said, no, I have no alarm clock of any description. Oh, okay, you know. And then I had sleep paralysis and I had some other things happen, and eventually it turned me over. Okay, something really does exist. In fact, the most creepiest thing I've ever had was 2015, Christmas Eve stroke day. So midnight at Christmas Eve, I got up to go to the toilet in my old house. And I sat down on the toilet and I heard Christmas carols being sang. It was Silent Night. Silent night, holy night. And I thought, Christmas carolers at midnight? Really? Fuck off. I mean, seriously? So I pulled my boxes up and I went to go downstairs to like say, come on, man, it's midnight. And I sort of stopped, hang on a minute. We've never ever had Christmas carols here in the sort of 8 to 10 years I've lived here. Never. And then I sort of paused and it was still going. And it got to about, I don't know, just before the chorus of the song. I was intensely listening with my ear out on top of the stairs on landing. I noticed the voice, which sounded fucking creepy as well, I might add, was emanating above me, not down to the front door. It was above me. So I sat there and I listened intently, and then suddenly it stopped, like instant stopped, almost like, oh, you can hear us, we're going to shut up now. And this is how I realized how loud it was, because when it stopped, the silence was deafening, if you understand how can I describe it, because you could hear the fridge in the kitchen hum, you know? That was how loud it was compared to how when it stopped. I thought, fucking hell, that wasn't some carolers, that was some thing, you know, singing weird ass fucking Christmas carols. So I woke up my wife and said, oh my god, you won't believe what just happened. She said, oh, you imagined it, or you know, you I don't know, drunk or something. No, I've just got to go to the toilet, honestly. And then
that's the thing, you can't really debunk if there is a paranormal or not, because I don't know really.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you could debunk
skeptic and all.
Religion.
What I say to skeptics, when skeptics ask me, oh yeah, are these dead people, are these demons? I say to them, look, okay. I can't tell you if these are dead people. They say they're dead, they certainly do, and they always ask for help. I can't tell you if they're demons or not. Although I've had lots of sessions where I say, I'm a demon, I'm a devil, blah. I've had lots of that kind of thing, and I've got it on proof just on YouTube, let alone all the serious shit that happened before I went on YouTube. I've caught plenty before then, you know what I mean? I can't tell you any of that. What I can tell you is something with intelligence is answering back. That's the only thing I can tell you. And we cannot see it easily. We have no idea what it is. It might be, I don't know, aliens for all I fucking know. But whatever it is, it's answering back. I've got the proof. You know, it says they're the devil. I don't know if you see my promo videos or what I've shown you. You know, they say all sorts of weird things which would not be said on the radio. You live in Britain, so you know, in Britain, radio stations do not say slut, cunt, bastard. You're not allowed to swear on radio, so that should not be broadcasted. Yeah, I'm picking up these captures that say you're a slut, you're a cunt, you're a bastard, whatever, you know. They're not very nice, these things, either, sometimes. They're not the prettiest and nicest of things, you know. It's just a bizarre thing. So, going back to Huff, you asked me about Huff. So, yeah, he came out with this guitar amp that is called the Portal. And it's meant to make the you know, the contact really good. And it turns out, cut a very long story short, it's just a guitar amp, literally, and a pedal, and whatever audio you feed into it, it will sound spooky. It will sound kind of scary, like, because, well, it's a guitar amp with reverb and deep, echoey noise. That's going to sound freaky. That's no spirit. And when you use his apps are pre-programmed words. These words are, I'm the devil, I'm dead, I'm Jesus, whatever. You know, so you're using his apps that are pre-programmed. And it's just a big con. And these guitar amps and pedals, they don't go for, I don't know, 100 quid, 200 quid. No. They go for £2,000 or £3,000. They go for a stupid amount of money. And they don't help anything. If anything, if I linked up my spirit box to that amp, it would not help me. Because what would happen is it would saturate the replies in such gooey reverb and such deep echoiness that it would make the reply inaudible, and it would make it, you would cause what you call pareidolia. You'd hear what you want because it's so echoey and not correct, you know. But it's a long-winded thing. I really can't ask it. But cut a long story short, it's the biggest fraud. Just watch his videos. They're jump cuts every 2 seconds. Even his EVPs, just jump cuts everything.
I watch Spectre Sound Studios, which is this guy Glenn Fecker. He's made a channel out of what he does. He's a studio recorder. So he records albums for people, pretty much. And you know, when he was talking about guitar amps, so when I saw Huff's video, and then I went to Spectre Sound Studios, I went, hang on, wait a minute.
It's the same amp. It's totally the same Lunchbox, I think, is the brand he uses. It's the thing he gets a credit for. He's invented something. No, what he's doing is buying an off-the-shelf part. You know, literally, he's going to Lunchbox or whatever amp, and he's buying it off the shelf. He's getting some super glue, decorating some, I don't know, something along the lines of this, I guess. You know, let's put some crosses and some cool, you know, decorations on it, and that means that it's you know, some sort of special thing. It's just decorative.
Oh yeah, that's like my hat. Like, it's definitely Victorian because it has goggles on it.
Oh god, yeah. Oh god, perfect. You know, you stick all that stuff on your hat onto the amp, and that would make it worth more money because somehow that makes the contact better because you're using his app. What makes me cry or laugh or cringe is I'll see somebody who's invested in this amp. They spent £2,000, £3,000. They use his app, and then the device will go, Huff. Oh my god! It said Huff. Did you hear that? It said Huff. They're talking about Steve Huff in my own house. Do you see how important Steve Huff is in the spirit world? They're talking about Huff in my house. I have no connection to Huff. I'm thinking, oh my god. Put the 2 and 2 together, mate. If it said Huff in your house, does that not say that he used that app with those MP3s to sell it? So it said his name on his video, so you get wet and you think, oh, I need this device. It's just it's so
I someone who was a bit of a scam artist. He did target people that kind of deserved it, though, to be honest. But for instance,
I get what you mean by that. I get what you mean. I mean, he preys on the naive and you know, they're desperate. Someone who's, I don't know, in my case, if my wife suddenly dies next year, and you know, she's got a thing going on, and hopefully it'll be alright, be nothing. But say she, you know, I didn't know about the spirit stuff, and my wife dies, I'd be looking for answers. I come across Steve Huff because he's got so many subscribers, and that gives you more views. You're going to be recommended that video. Oh my god, he's got the answer. I can speak to my wife again. Why wouldn't you? You know nothing about this. You don't understand anything about jump cuts and layered audio. You would think, oh my god, he's so genuine when he talks. Right, he could sell sand to the fucking Egyptians. You know, he's very.
Yeah, it's like I can tell that you're being honest because you're not making jump cuts. You're actually excited if you hear something. Well, he's kind of like, oh my god, guys, this is amazing jump cut. Oh my god, they said this jump cut.
Yeah, definitely. I think your evidence is void unless. I mean, sometimes you can edit something to be more concise. Like one of my trailers was jump cut because it was on a live stream which went on for about sort of 4 hours. So yeah, there was a jump cut, but it was presented in a way to say, here are just some highlights of what happened. If you do it like that, that's fine. But the way he does it is very dishonest. He doesn't say this is just some highlights of my session. This, you know, he puts it as if that's how it happened. You know, this is how it went. You know, and it didn't go anything like that at all. You know, it's a bit naughty, but but yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to controversy now, unfortunately. But
Sure.
so Amos Yee, so
Yeah.
do you think he's a little troll?
Oh, I don't know. He's not one, is he? Because he was in where is he at? Was he in Hong Kong, Beijing? Is that correct?
Actually, he's in America now.
No, he's
He
in America. I meant at the time. At the time, he was it in Hong Kong? He was at
Oh no, he was in Singapore.
Singapore. Okay, so Singapore, and he did a lot of anti-government videos. I think and he got locked up for it, didn't he? So you had people like Logic, and I think Jeff Holiday, and big people like that who advocated because of obviously free speech and stuff. Absolutely love Logic.
I stayed with the kid until he got to America, and I was like, okay, you can say whatever fucked up shit you want now. I'm done.
Yeah, you've got your freedom. I mean, no one's going to kill him for freedom of speech for sure. You're right, though. Okay, so just making sure it wasn't some weird made a really weird noise. Anyway, so Amos Yee, so he's in Singapore. He gets locked up for staying anti-government video stuff like that, and he decides to make a runner for America. And he complained that America stuck him in jail, but I don't think he got permission, did he? He just went straight to America and said, "Oh, I'm a political."
Yeah, he was technically a legal immigrant until he got asylum.
Yeah, so he's going to go. So he you know cussed America for taking him in because they put him in prison for 10 months. While he sorted out like, are you going to terrorize this country? What is your game? What are you here for? You know, I understand that because he didn't make what's a reservation to go. He didn't contact America first and say, look, you know, can I come over? Can I have a visa? He just went for it, and then obviously they did whatever. Yes, Mamu. Oh, my daughter's here. Huh? The cat is outside. Both the cats are outside. Okay, we'll go stroke him then. That's okay. I'll be gentle with him. He'll be alright. Cats. I'm doing a live stream, darling. Can I carry on? Just stroke him. He'll be alright. So, anyway, he goes to America and, you know, he ends up in prison. But then suddenly comes out with this thing about, I want to advocate for paedophiles because they're people too, and not just they're people too. I thought you might get on the line of what my line of thinking is. Just because you have this illness doesn't mean you're a bad person, because you might go, oh my God, what is wrong with me? I need help. I don't want to be this way. I'm going to do everything in my power to not offend, not do this. This isn't right. Those types of people I will support because they're sticking their hand in the air and going, it's not right. I'm sorry, but I'm fucked up. Is there a cure? I don't think there is at the moment. There really isn't. But is there, you know, we can go to counselling. We can advocate every day for non-contact. We can, you know, say it's not a good thing. No. Amos goes the other way and fucking sides of Heartregress, basically. But, you know.
He has a very anarchist worldview. Paedophilia, like, he believes that if you're not full on directly harming someone, it should be legal. It's a very anarchist worldview, and it's very flawed, basically.
Yeah, so you know, the mother approves, the dad approves, no one else is in trouble, and the kid approves. What's the problem? I don't understand. He says, like, shit, how Amos, you know, but he's very young though, isn't he? Do you know how old he is?
He's about 18.
Yeah, he's so young.
He's only 2 years older than me. 2 years younger.
when people hit back and say, Amos, you're a dick, you're an absolute knob. Hang on a minute, Marie. And he turns around and goes nuts. He turns around with the whole free speech thing. Oh, because, you know, I'm not that way inclined. We don't know that yet because look at Ernst Steiner. He wasn't one. He was just a Swedish MP, turns out. And there's another guy as well. I can't remember his name. There's somebody else. But anyway, you know, I'm not an advocate for. I'm very young. I'm only 18. Just because I have some free speech. You guys say you want to kill me. You want to hit me. You want to hurt me. When all I'm doing is giving free speech. I'm in America now. I give free speech. Isn't this what you stand up for? Free speech? You might not agree with me. Fair enough.
Well, he does make a good argument. If he has free speech, so he does have a right to say whatever he likes, even if it is really dumb. You don't have to tolerate it, but you know, you don't attack the guy. Just kind of like go, yeah, you're an idiot. I'm never talking to you again.
Yeah. So I mean, Logic's video said it rightly, you know. But this is the thing: is he just being an edgelord, or is he really believing in this stuff? I think he does believe in this stuff because of his mannerisms. He does believe in it, and I'm trying to work out if he is that way himself. Has he found some material on? Actually, this is kind of arousing in a weird way or something. I don't know, because you got to think of it from his point of view, okay? I mean, where are his parents? His parents aren't about. He spends a lot of time on his own and on the internet. So he is bound to spend a lot of time behind that screen. And when you get behind that screen, you're going to start looking for weird stuff. Yes, Marie. You're okay. I think you'll live. Sorry, I've got my daughter here. You're okay? Can I carry on? Is that okay? You knew I was doing this. Okay, so yeah, you know, he will spend a lot of time on the computer and may well search this stuff out, you know, and whether he's got a twinge of this, I don't know. I'm trying to work it out. Or is he? This is a thing, you know. You've got three options: edgelord, just being a troll. Don't think it's that. Advocation, doesn't believe in it because he's not himself. In terms of he's not a paedophile himself, but believes everybody should have the right to do whatever the fuck they want. Anarchist view, as you said. Or three, he is one himself deep down, and you know, obviously it benefit him because most people
I would say he is a troll, but I do believe he believes what he's saying. Simply because talking to the guy, he does really paint the view of an anarchist child, really. And he's very, how do you put it slightly, dim. He's very dim.
He speaks so passionately. He's always shaking his head, and you know his mannerisms, and you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, I mean, people call him a cheap Jackie Chan, as they say. You know, which is quite harsh, but. You know, shaking his head and shaking his mannerisms. They say, I sort of laugh at this, but you got to think of his upbringing. Where the fuck are his parents? You know, where are they in all this? Because
his parents are usually, well, in his old videos, his parents were in the background, but I think he might have had to leave his parents behind because the laws and stuff. So, the case.
What was his upbringing like? Though, was he a kid that had lots of access to finances and money and education? Obviously, Harvard counts.
Singapore likes to pretend they're the happy democratic country, but actually it's illegal to smile there. There is no free speech, there's blasphemy laws, and everyone is dirt poor. Just
so kind of like a soft North Korea, then? Is that kind of way like a soft North Korea?
Yeah, it's like a very soft North Korea. I mean, you won't get to a point of like starvation and torture and all that stuff. But it's borderline dictatorship.
Yeah. I don't say anything about the government. You're allowed to vote, but you've only got one person to vote for, kind of thing.
Yeah, sort of thing.
So his upbringing is in that way. So his worldview is going to be tainted straight away. And obviously going on to YouTube, he's going to see how other people live in the Western world. So he obviously sees an idyllic in terms of, the Western world seems great because they got free speech, they can go whatever. I mean, I just got locked up because I said against my government. Whereas in America or England or Western world, we'll just say, for argument's sake, if you say against your government, you're allowed to do it as long as you don't actually, go and do a Guy Fawkes on it and get the fireworks out, you know. So this is great. Oh, there's this minority of people I can stand up for. This will cause a big reaction. You know, I see their side. I'm just hoping he hasn't accessed some sites and thought, I actually quite like this. This is what I want. Because Ernst as you said, turned out to be that way. I knew it. I fucking knew it of Ernst because
I'm going to be an optimist for once in my life and say he hasn't.
I'm going to say Mr. because of his age. Surely not because of his age. That's what I'm hoping for because of his age, you know, because he is still young. I really hope not. Then just being an edgy bastard. And you know,
if you just wanna like watch porn and shit, just watch Boku no Pico. At least that's legal. You know, at least it's like a cartoon and it's not, you know, it's not actual harm.
This is another thing, isn't it, as well, because I've Suit Yourself covered this as well with I don't know if I agree with this or disagree with this. I mean, people might not like me when I say this, but you can get these child dolls, can't you? And they say the child dolls are a good thing because that stops the predator actually hurting an actual child.
Doing cartoons and dolls is actually quite interesting because it has been proven because they make doujinshis like hentai, you know, hentai dolls, all these outlets. The pedophilia rate in Japan has went way down. Like the offences have gone way down because of it. So it's maybe disturbing, but I think
it works. This is the thing. I mean, look. I'm an ex. This is where my libertarianism lies because I am associate ex-drug addict. Some people still say I am a drug addict because I'm still on my medication. I'm not clean, so to say. I'm still on methadone every day. And that keeps me straight. That's allowed me to own a taxi business. That's allowed me to get married. That's allowed me to have kids, stability. I run a YouTube channel now, and blah blah blah. All the things. I've achieved a lot on this medication. Some would say you're not clean. You're still a drug addict. You're just being prescribed it for free. But I don't get high off this medication or whatnot.
That's the thing. Because let's face it, if the medication is doing nothing but helping you, then is it a problem?
Well, really? They've tried and taken me off it lots of times, and each time I've come off of it, I've failed, and I've gone back and really fucked up my life in each turn. I'm not going to say what years these were at, but it really destroyed me. And so they put me back on it again each time. And I say to them, look, if it ain't broke, don't mend it. You know, a diabetic has insulin. A depressed person has amitriptyline or whatever, you know, depressant. Is it really any harm? What's it? I know the ethics of everybody should be off everything. So when we turn to the paedophile who has this condition, who is going to offend, do we give them the doll and the cartoon if it stops them, or does it enhance it and make it worse? Does it make them want it more?
Well, you see the evidence in Japan. You know, the offences of pedophilia rate have gone down since they started making these products for them. And it's like, well, the evidence shows it works. It may disturb people, but if it works, then why?
It's disturbing to a normal person. It's probably disturbing to a normal person, but I'm on medication. Oh, methadone. I mean, I had one asshole from school. This was over 10 years ago when I first got on the medication. I mean, I got into the drug scene totally by naivety. I didn't realise what I was taking. I must be the only person in the world who didn't understand the addictive qualities of fucking heroin. It's really bizarre how I got into it. You know, I wasn't the typical, you know, person. I was very lucky as well. I didn't end up being homeless or prostitute myself. I was a very fortunate soul how I got into that. But like I say, I had a school person, an ex-school person say, oh, you know, as I got my medication, oh, I didn't know, you know, the NHS did fucking, you know, morphine on the NHS and laughed at me. I'm like, yeah, I see we haven't changed since school, always being edgy. Fuck you, you fucking smackhead, you fucking prick, and all the rest of it. I'm like, okay, you know, you well done. You know, you can have your pop. You know, I failed. I fucked up somewhere. You know, I have a disease of some sort, if you want to call it that, whatever addiction is. So like I say, I'm quite liberal, and I'm not an asshole when it comes to these predators. like I say, the guy that comes on says, "Oh shit, I've got a problem," which is what I did when I realised I had a problem. I went to the doctor straight away. I said, I got this problem," and he said to me, "What you been taking?" I lied to him at first. I said, "Nothing. I just don't feel right." He said, "Come on, what have you been taking? You're showing all the classic signs." And I told him. He said, "Yeah, you're hooked." "I'm hooked. I've been doing it like a week or two. How can I be hooked?" "No, you don't understand. That's how quick it can grab you." Oh my God, my life's wake up call. You know, I didn't realise because at school they say to you, drugs are bad, okay, and that's it. That's all you get. You don't get the reasons why and everything else.
My school used scare tactics on us. Like, oh, if you smoke, your lungs will explode. Nah. You know, it's like really, really weird stuff. And 9 times out of 10, they are pretty much lies. Like heroin. I found out the real side effects of a heroin, and what school told me was you get limb rot, you get hooked immediately, and you inject it. That's not true. Most of the time they smoke it because it's longer and there's no side effect.
Bingo, you hit it right on the head because I'm not an injector, never have been an injector. This is how I come across it. My friend said, "Oh, this is whatever." I said, "I'm not sticking that in my veins." I said, "No, you don't stick it in your veins. You smoke it. That's a safe way." Now at school, they all said to me, you know, drugs are bad, don't touch. Then I find out that cannabis isn't that bad for you. So I do cannabis, and I find out alcohol is much more worse than cannabis in my head because of the side effects. You know,
cannabis doesn't really affect you unless you smoke it every day for years.
Yeah, or an underlying condition, or whatever else. So, but alcohol is more dangerous. So when it comes to heroin, this guy says to me, "You don't stick it in your veins, you smoke it. That's all you do." I'm like, "Oh my God, I got lied again." Okay, yeah, I'm done with that. You know, I do it for about 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and then suddenly I feel really rough as shit. And what the hell's going on with my body? You go to the doctor, and then he lays it out for me. Yeah, you're hooked. You're gonna get ill unless then they put me on a script, and the rest is history. And I'm stuck. I'm fucking stuck, and that's sucky. But at the same time, I have the medication. It's like I say, it's giving me so much stability and give me this, that, and the other. So we then inquire the line of the pedophiles. So we've got these dolls, these 2D cartoons. It is disturbing and weird. Like I say, to most people, me having this green liquid every morning is very disturbing and weird to the majority of people. You know, oh my God, you drink this potion every morning, and that makes you
really, because if it's helping you, then it shouldn't be a problem. If it's not affecting your health negatively, then that's good stuff.
I've had advocates come up to me and say, "Oh, your liver, or it must be affecting you." I said, "Well, what studies have you got? Because I don't feel any different. I'm not going to give what dose I have each day, but I have a dose every day it's not a high."
And you're also prescribed by a doctor, aren't you? So
yeah. So it's by a doctor.
It's not like you're getting it from the streets.
No. And obviously, it's legally prescribed, but obviously, they do prod me every so often to come off of it and say, you've had it in your body a long time, but I don't feel anything that's deteriorating. What are the long-term studies of that? They don't really know. They don't really say. They just speculate. I said, it can't be any worse than me smoking a cigarette. Smoking's bad. I'm still freaking doing that. That's the thing I should give up. Smoking, not my medication. The smoking is what I should give up first,
I would say, like, the way the country's working at the moment, smoking is a good option.
Yeah.
They've made whistling at women a hate crime, and it's like, I like getting whistled at. I feel hot when people do that.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Part of those women who do enjoy being whistled at. Cheers, buddy. I love you too. I'm not going to go with that, but yeah, it's good to be known. Good to be known. I think it's quite cool. I've had, in my time, a couple of women, not wolf, it's not really the right word, but I could turn around and think, I'm going, "You're sexually harassing me." Well, because a woman gave me a nice compliment. That's okay. So why is it bad the other way around? Of course, you can't go and grope people. Yeah. But the odd cat call, is it really called a cat call? Why is it okay?
I call it flattery, really. Unless people go and boy suck my dick, then I don't really mind.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're not a confident person. I mean, I didn't have a lot of confidence as a younger person. I mean, like I said, when I met my wife, I was very shy, and I was very surprised what I got. But I've been out of the bomb before. Nightmare. She bled me dry of money. But before that, I was really not confident in myself. So when I got a compliment, I really was like, oh my God, someone's giving me a compliment. You do have your glasses on, right? You know, so it really sort of hit home, and it was nice, you know. So I don't understand that, but I don't know. I'm not a feminist, I guess.
I'm not a very confident person. I mean, I've got like anxiety. I'm very bad at social interactions. I mean, online I have little man syndrome, you know, like in real life I'm timid and shy and quiet, but online I'm vocal and an asshole. And yes, Omegon, I can see you.
Omegon's there.
Yeah, Omegon's there. He's saying Miss Deem is a faggot. My school had a cop come in with a collection of drugs to show us what's very interesting discussion. Miss Deem is a faggot.
Oh fuck! I wish I could see the fucking chat. Slimy fucking fish, Omegon.
I don't know if he's working at the moment, but I can give him the link of the hangout if he wants to come in.
Yeah, bring him on. I'm gonna go. Tell you what, I'm gonna look. What's the time? The time is 12. Look, I've got literally 1 hour. Okay, I'm gonna go for a whittle and a pee. Get whoever on. We'll have a gangbang. Go on, get him on. I'm going for a pee.
Okay, just give me a minute. Oh fuck, man. All right, well, damn. Are we be willing to say hello to Order in the live chat? It'll make his day, I think.
Oh dear, oh Omegon. I'm surprised you're here.
He's at work at the moment, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, well done, Omegon. See, my work's done. I do a paper round. Everyone laughs at that, but it's quite long-winded. It's a couple of hours. So the crack of dawn, I'm up doing delivering papers, and my wife works at the shop. So I get a lot of stick. People say, "Oh, you're a benefit bum." Not really. I have a bit of housing benefit, but it's not full amount. That's my lot.
Yeah.
But I do get a lot of stick for the support and help I've had. Like I say, I'm a subscriber on my fucking car. What the fuck, you know? And that's amazing. So I get a lot of boot for the support and all my equipment as well, you know. But we do work. We just work not, you know, full time. We work amount of hours a week, you know. And it's not enough, so we are entitled to housing benefit or quarter or half, up to half of it, I think it is, we're allowed. But yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Meg, I can't believe he's here. Fucking hell. I haven't seen Omegon's videos for a little while, but I remember him on Undoomed. We come on Undoomed with Suit Yourself. So I mean, Suit Yourself comes a lot to my live streams and gives me stick. He's always trolling me, fucking Suit Yourself. So it's good.
Oh yeah.
You.
I was in my friend Jason's live stream, and Suit Yourself just randomly came in right in the middle where I was about to show this fan art someone did of me. It's actually a friend of mine, Ichabod. He paid an artist to basically make something very lewd.
Yeah.
Said it to me. So I was like, oh my, oh no. And so I showed it anyway, and yeah, I freaked out. Suit Yourself, basically.
That's no mean feat. What up? No mean feat. Brilliant. Who is it? I can't see the chat room, which is because I'm on a mobile only. Who's in chat room?
Okay, hang on, I'll share my screen so you can see.
That'd be great. That'd be brilliant. I know.
Okay, present. Okay, so here we are.
Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going.
Let's see, there is the Nottingham paranormal investigators, Albert, a broken-hearted liberal,
okay,
wicked soul, fuck you, wicked, Uh, Ray
Ray
Park.
Park. Oh, Ray, boobs. That means something. I say boobs.
That's fine. Omegon, with all his glory.
Glory. Yeah.
Irish Stevo.
Yeah, he made it, but yeah, I thought he's unwell. You see, Irish got bad throat apparently.
That's I hope you get better, Irish Stevo. Yeah. I would. Yeah, I'm not showing you Twitter because every time I go on Twitter, there's some sort of porn on there.
I'm not on Twitter. I mean, I very nearly violated it. Like, you're on Twitter yet? No, I don't do Twitter. I don't do Facebook.
I saw that, and I saw that, and I was just like, get Twitter.
Yeah, I know everyone's going to do Twitter. Thing is, if I go on Twitter, I will betray myself because, like I said, we didn't do any social media. The YouTube channel was a complete accident. Like I say, it was just one rant video, and that was that. And someone said, ZDP Scotty said, "Oh, you're funny. Carry on," or something along the lines of.
No, I think the YouTube community is very sweet. I mean, for instance, I've never had friends like people in the YouTube community because friends in school and college. I have a distaste to social justice warriors because social justice warriors tend to use you more than be friends with you. So,
yeah, what do you mean?
When you meet people that you've perceived to be evil for years, and they turned out, oh, holy shit, they're nicer than any of the people who were, virtuous.
Isn't that a shit? Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I was going to show you this pedophile channel, but it got taken down yesterday, and I was like, well, that's the content gone.
It's not a bad thing, is it? If it's got to, that's good. That's good, I guess.
I guess it's good, but it's also like, oh man, that's my content.
Like I said, the whole fake because we've got Facebook thing. There's advocation for the you got the mum who's had a kid with whoever. Where's the dad in all this? I want to know. And you got the uncle who's her brother fucking the kid, and they're advocating that this is okay, this is completely right. It's just like, no.
I think the last time I went on Facebook was when it was really disturbing. I was invited to this page. It was like obviously one of those sex pages. I don't really care.
Yeah.
And then it was basically like a paedophile ring, and I'm like, fuck, nope. Okay, I'm deleting my Facebook. Screw it. I don't like Facebook.
Yeah. I think more people are deleting their Facebook. I gotta say, I'm quite flattered by a lot of my subscribers. Like, I call them Firtless, as I said, from the old computer game show Bad Influence. I don't know if anyone remembers Bad Influence, if they're as old as I am, coming towards their 40s. But Bad Influence was a video game show, and Namrood was the presenter who used to do the cheats for Sonic Tour, and he addressed the crowd as, okay, Firtless, so I call them Firtless. But a lot of the Firtless, or my subscribers, a lot of them have deleted their Facebook when they found out that I don't have Facebook. You don't have Facebook? Everybody has Facebook. Nope, never had Facebook, never will. That's a damn good idea. Fuck Facebook, I'm fucking gone. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's I've been suspended about 5 times for
really?
each. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna delete it. I never use it anyway.
I know a lot of people use it for. Is it Facebook Messenger? Just Facebook Messenger only, or something? I've been told.
Yeah, apparently you don't even need Facebook to use Facebook Messenger now. So. Okay.
Yeah, I know a lot of people really want me to go on Twitter, and as I said to Very Nearly Viral, if you want me to contribute to kicking Roy and Roy.
If you don't like massive interaction, there's also Discord where you can actually control who you want to interact with.
Yeah, I think I've got Discord. I mean, Suit Yourself did a live stream not long ago, and I joined his Discord to say so. I mean, I'm not saying because I can't remember what the topic was, and I was quite shy on it because there's a bit of a delay as well. So when I say something, there's like a gap, isn't there? So what I say is not relevant at the 20 seconds later or whatever, But I think I'm on Discord, or at least for Suit Yourself, and I keep getting bloody notifications now that are totally irrelevant to me. So I'm like, the fuck's this? Trying to, but Yeah, it's very new viral. As I said to him in my comment, like, look, guys, if you want me to do a comment, some sort of content, they do these mass videos, don't they, where everyone gets involved and gives Roy a good kick in the nuts. Roy, the retarded boy, let's give Roy a good kick in the nuts, and they usually, Lacey Hero or Liam, as his real name is, and Roy's dick, if you want me to
I keep threatening Roy by saying I'm going to rape your beard.
He's brilliant. I love them both, bless them. But I said all you got to do is email me. Email me what what your topic is, and I'll do a video. And what I'll do, I'll upload it as unlisted, and I'll give you the unlisted address, the link, and then you download it, and then you can put it in your video and use it in any way or form you want. That's what you've got to do. I got a +1 on the thumb up, so I think they understood that. I hope they did, but they're quite lax on the old, unless it's on Twitter, obviously. Hence why they want me to get it. They're not the best at talking back on the old comments. So I don't know. I don't know if they're planning on something, because it's not usual they comment on my stuff. It's very, very rarely usually I'm commenting on their stuff, because hey, they're dudes, do some good stuff.
Yeah. It's I blanked. Sorry. I'm a night owl, so being up in the morning is like being up at 3 a.m. at night.
Both. I used to be a night owl, but since my job in terms of fucking being a fucking glorified paperboy, in effect, I'm up at obviously having kids. Now I'm obviously up at, so why do I go to bed at 11, 12 at night, and I'm up at fucking 4 in the morning? So I live a 5-hour sleep every day at the moment. I've done for many years. So, yeah.
Well, I got some interesting news. Well, Heartregress.
I do.
Well, in England at least, if anyone identifies as being part of Heartregress, you are going to be arrested and interrogated.
Woo! That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing.
It's interesting news. I wouldn't say it's like great because trolls, obviously, but
Yeah, this is like going back to that story about the mother who had a kid and the uncle's molesting. I thought, is this just a troll thing? Surely a mother could not. No, but I think it is.
I found out the more ridiculous it is, the more likely it's true.
Yeah, and this day of feminism and stuff. What was it Bering put out not so long ago? He said, right, spot the troll and spot the true story. And I got like most of them wrong. I was like, shit. Oh my god, we are living in such a fucking crazy world. Really? Oh.
Yeah. It's I remember my old job. There was a girl and she kept. It's very awkward. She's 16 years old. She's very annoying, and when you're at work, you can't just go, "Oh, fuck off" or anything like that, or go away, because she'll just complain. So it was very awkward the entire time, and she was talking to me about some crazy stuff, and that's how I found out mostly about that her maybe being an SJW isn't a great thing, was basically her just kept talking to me and me just trying to ignore her.
So it's a clique sort of thing. We all find ourselves. I mean, when I still wear eyeliner and wear my nail varnish quite a lot, as you've seen in my videos and that. And I'm getting a bit now. So I'm entering my middle ages now. But I
like your style. A lot of men just give up. So
yeah, no, I do. I mean, my wife was always after, as she calls it, her Billy Joe from Green Day. The guy who wears eyeliner and nail varnish. Like fucking Christmas comes early, But I discovered it quite late. I wasn't a teenager doing it. I was in my mid-20s when I started doing it, which is quite odd. And it was when I was at a really bad time in my life. I'd just gone bankrupt. Lost my job as a bus driver as well. Things were going, really down the pan. Obviously, I was addicted to freaking a Class A drug, which is the worst of the worst. It was a really, really bad time. And weirdly enough, that's when I discovered myself and how I felt. And I could have easily slipped into that social justice thing, but I don't think it was trendy so much about 15 years ago. Wasn't that trendy really? So
maybe. Well, unfortunately, I lived with a dad who's a Catholic communist. I know it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, sure.
and my mother is a borderline socialist.
Right.
Um,
Okay. Yeah, that's
yeah.
interesting.
So I was on the SJW train for a while, and then when I actually got to college, about the second year of college, I just stopped being an SJW.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing, I guess. I mean, some of the things they might sort of speak about might ring sense. I know what they're after. They're after, equality, but they just go about it such the wrong way. And oh, a lot of them are uneducated, I think, with the whole feminism thing. Just all you got to do is rub out the word feminism and hit the word egalitarian, and then da-da, it's so simple. And I know they watch these videos with, a feminist in her bedroom that, wants to get her name out there. And look at me, I'm trying to be morally right. I'm virtue signaling, whatever.
There's
And
the thing though, if you want to be being morally right is usually being hated by a lot of people. Like
yeah, yeah,
no
that's
one
true.
no one's ever been popular for being morally right. I mean most of the
No.
time people have been hated for being morally right.
So yeah, you got a teenage angst in there, so you could twist it around and say that's more teenage angst then, to be hated. But as I've always said to people, I'd rather be, because with my going back to the Huff thing, a lot of people go, oh, you just want to put his name in your videos and get views or whatever. You're only trolling Huff or whatever because,
Oh no. To be
mate,
honest, I kind of wanna debunk Huff.
yeah,
Uh,
anyway,
which would be pretty funny
yeah.
because I was wondering if you're interested. If I ever do debunk Huff, would you like to go? Hello, Huff. How are you?
Definitely, definitely. I'll put it certainly. But as I want to say, it's not. I'd rather be loved for something. I'd rather be hated for something I am than loved for something I'm not. Definitely
Mm.
a hundredfold. Definitely.
Yeah, it's kind of like they want to be loved by doing a movement, but no one's ever been loved by doing a movement that was on the right side of history
That's true.
ever.
Trying to think of some funny, what they call them, as Drunken Uncle calls them, lol cows at the moment. What's his name? Who Baring wanted to go and have a bloody debate with Sargon of Akkad. What's his bloody name?
Tim?
Get painted.
No, it's
Who?
not Tim. Tim's the motivated for opinion. The other one is.
He seems to be on a boat all the time. I don't know why. He's always on a boat when he's doing his videos lately.
He's trying to figure out who it is. I'm not sure. I don't really follow the lolcows too much. I know. I know.
They go out
I
the
know.
same amount of subs on
And 50 Splinters are lolcows at the moment.
Well, Baring offered him to go over, and but he's quite arrogant. He's an arrogant little sod.
Oh yeah, like I like Bearing. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I like Sugar Tits contents better.
Yeah, how about Patrick? If you're watching this,
Well, Sugar Tits is more or less never wrong most of the time, and she actually spends a day or two researching things. Or Baron goes like, "Look at this."
Yeah.
I love them both, but Sugar Tits is better content.
Sorry, Patrick.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just one person, so
Yeah, this is
I
it. We're very small voices in a sea of fucking YouTube wilderness, aren't we? Really, if you think about it. Yeah. Even Suit Yourself. This is the thing. I mean, Suit Yourself with his subs, he was like gaining subs like no tomorrow. He hit 31,000 or whatever, and just suddenly stopped thanks to YouTube's lovely algorithm. That's the only thing I can think of. Just suddenly stopped. It's really, really bizarre.
I know my views suffered since they introduced the bell thing.
So again,
I know that my views have suffered a little bit, mostly because I took a 5-month break,
okay.
mental health. But it was also the fact of, for instance, for one video I would get like over 100 views, which is like an average, and then 50 views, and I'm like going,
yeah, what's happened here? Yeah. Well, am I just not that feeling no more? Yeah, no, my view count isn't great. It's fluctuates all over the place. I think a lot of people sub to my stuff through the debunking fucking Huff thing, and then like I say, my channel is called The Paranormal and Personal, so obviously I talk about my personal life quite a lot, or other things like Heartregress or something I feel strongly like. This isn't just paranormal stuff. I'm not interested in this. So what I tell people is, go for my playlist. Everything's divided into playlists because a lot of the stuff you're not going to like what I talk about. It's not going to be interesting to you. If you want me to do spirit box sessions and stuff, plenty of playlists. I don't know, 200 of them or whatever, you know, or if you want to talk about Heartregress or you want to hear about my own personal whining, you know, and bitching
I
about
was
my life.
supposed to contact you months ago, but of course, mental health wise, I wasn't really up for any debates or anything like that, so I kind of had to take a break.
Yeah, we all get that. I understand that. Yeah, I do remember that. You said you want to do something. I said, yeah, sure. You know, whenever. You know, we all get that. I mean, at the moment, I'm sort of in repose at the moment myself. Like I say, my wife's got you know, a couple of worrying symptoms. I she's got to have an MRI scan, so I've reclused quite a bit over these past couple of weeks. I feel kind of sorry for my patrons a little bit. I mean, they're very huh? Right, put some clothes on. Yeah. We're going up in about 40 minutes.
I saw that video.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Hopefully, you know, like I said, this is not just sort of suddenly out of the blue, oh, you know, panic, go to the doctor. This has been going on for many months and stuff, you know, and it's built up. And it was only when we went to the doctors, they were the ones that panicked us. We were okay, like, oh, we'll just see what it is. And they're like, okay, get a second opinion. We've skipped a neurologist. We've skipped all the other bureaucratical shit you've got to go through before getting an MRI. And they're like, right, you got an MRI this Thursday coming. You know, that's that. And, you know, and they said to us, you know, is it, can it be nothing? They said, well, it's not going to be nothing. It's going to be something. We're not saying it's going to be like a bad thing or a fatal or whatever, but it's going to be something. So you need to prepare for it. And I don't know if that's good advice or bad advice, but the way my wife thinks, what she does, she always thinks of the worst. Like, I'm going to die. I'm going to get this. And then when it's something that's not so bad, she celebrates, rather than the other way around where she doesn't worry about anything. And, you know, and suddenly it's like the worst news ever. I mean, being a single dad, dealing with you, I don't know, can I do this? I don't know. Yeah, she's great, but, you know, obviously it is going to have its hard things. I do, you know, I'm a man at the end of the day. Like, my wife does a lot of the housework, you know, sounds like cliche. Oh, woman does your housework? Oh my God, feminists! You man should be in the kitchen and see how you like it. Okay, but no. You know, I mean, you know, I do my thing.
Well, I see from your videos, you two seem to be a very strong couple, so I think you'll pull through it.
Well, I've been together like over a decade now. We've been married. You know, let's work this out. We got together in 2007. We got married in 2009. We've had issues, we never, you know, cheated or anything like that on each other. All the issues had nothing been to do with a relationship fail or anything, or fancying or going off one another. It's always been life issues, if that makes sense, you know, hurdles we've had to get past or whatever. And we've done it. And we sort of say, you know, if we're going to get past this issue, this will make us even stronger, maybe, you know. My main problem, believe it or not, is actually YouTube, of all things, fucking believe it or not, where I've used YouTube as a vent or a source to vent. Do you mind? I'm trying to do a live stream. Okay, you're a show. Shh. Like, I've been using YouTube as a way to vent and stuff, rather than going to her or whatever, and so she's feeling like YouTube's getting my personality, my quirkiness, and I'm not giving her that. My personality. Get out of here, Jesus, woman. So, you know, I'm not giving her the quirkiness that I give YouTube, you know, whereas I used to give her all the funny stuff. But as I say to her, you've heard everything I've got to say. Everything I say, you've heard 100 times. You know, yeah, it's about cars or, you know, life or whatever. She's heard it all. She must be bored of hearing what I have to say. And she's like, well, yes, that's true. I have heard it all. So, because when she watches she doesn't watch my videos. She cringes at watching my videos. She's like, oh, it's so cringe. I can't, because she lives with me, obviously. She can't watch it, which I obviously understand. But at the same time, you know, she's heard it all before anyway. You know, if I talk about an event that's happened, she's been there. Why does she want to hear it again? So, yeah, YouTube has actually been the weird issue. So I've withdrawn a little bit And as well, as far as like monetizing the sport, I didn't ever want it to be a channel that monetized stuff and whatever. But as my wife sort of pushed me into it, she said, "Look, at the end of the day, you're spending so much time on YouTube and your community and that. You know, it's a bit like a job at the end of the day. You spend a lot of time from your family, you know, commenting on videos or running a community, because I've got a community as well, and you know, doing whatever. Maybe you should not just ask people for money, but just put a link in if they want to, if they can. If they don't, that's okay. But you should do that." So, you know, I sort of went against my ethics and monetized, and I was very surprised at the support I got. I was really was surprised. It's not enough to be, you know, it's self-supporting as a job, but I didn't expect anything, is what I'm trying to say. And I've come up with fucking shitloads of equipment. A car bought for me at one point. Just wow. You know, I've really been what's the word? Shush, I can't even think. What is your problem? Humble.
Don't worry.
Humble. That's what
It's
God, you're annoying. Kids. Please don't Natalie. I need you. I cannot deal with this on my own.
I actually starting this channel.
I'll stick you in the speaker so I can hear you over there, because she's so loud. Let me stick you in the speaker. Hang on. I'll put you on my guitar amp. There you are. Yeah, I'll talk now.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, much better, much louder. Excellent. I got half hour.
Alright, when I started my it was of my ex-girlfriend. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And what happened was that did it for like a couple weeks, and then she was like, "Oh, just." I'm like, okay, I forgot to do it. And then dumped me a very traumatic way. And then I ended up my time in this channel.
So she, hang on a minute. So she ditched you. So you did the channel in response to her ditching you, or?
No. It was more. I had not. I did everything for her.
Yeah.
And
So
then,
you invested everything in her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that.
Yes, Omegon, I know. You know.
Is he trolling again? Is he being a slimy Firtless again? What's he saying?
He's saying. Echo. Hang on.
Go on. What's he saying? What the fuck's he put? Echo. Oh, all right. That's my guitar amp. Fuck's sake.
Such a cunt.
Is that better? Oh, I see Mahatma's in there too. Hello, Mahatma. You're crazy, loony. I love you to bits, by the way, Mahatma. You're brilliant. Don't ever change.
Yeah, I obviously never seen
Missy,
anything else.
hang on a minute. Missy, can you please, come here. Play outside, you can. Do my license. It's not fair on other people. Come on. Play outside. Thank you. Come again. Goodbye. Thank you. Come again. Goodbye. Okay, right, here we go. Carry on. That's better. She can't open the door, so it's brilliant. Okay, so let me know if it echoes, okay? Because I've got the.
It's echoing a little bit.
It's the guitar amp. I put you on a guitar. You can't open that, have you? Oh. Shh. Right, listen. Stop. Listen. I'm trying. Do you know what? I'll take you downstairs. I've got charge. So downstairs.
That's fine.
I'll take you downstairs.
That's fine. I understand children and all that stuff.
Yeah, she's attention seeking, is what she's doing. So we'll talk in the kitchen. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Don't follow me. Right, carry on. So you invest all your time into this woman, your partner. And what happened?
She dumped me for a genderqueer man called Ellen. So.
Okay.
But it was kind of out of the blue thing, and I kind of just invested my time into the channel.
Yeah.
More the fact of like, oh, all I've got is like a job. I might as well just do this, and then it opened up a whole new opportunity.
Oh yeah, it does. That's the thing. I mean, I didn't expect anything from my YouTube at all. Like I said, it's going to be one rant video, and the amount of friends and people you get is absolutely amazing. Like, just look on the chat room now. I mean, obviously you've got mutual people. Mahatma. I'm sure she uses YouTube as an outlet as well, because I know. I mean, I don't know much about her, but I visited her channel a few times, and she's such a crazy character. I absolutely love her to bits. It's brilliant. She's funny. I haven't commented on many of her videos, but have you seen her channel? Mahatma. She's in the chat room.
No, I haven't. I don't think.
It's a personal channel. It's just a vlog or whatever. You know, she's don't take this wrong way, Mahatma, but she's obviously got issues and things she's going through, and she's just like, fuck the world. You know, it's that sort of way of thinking. She's brilliant. Bless her. So
like most British people.
I like a lot of the smaller YouTubers that don't have necessarily a million subs. You know, like my stepson, he will only watch someone like out of, you know, what's the word, our principle, but he'll only watch, you know, people with like millions of subs or whatever. You know, and like, dude, you know, give like I showed him Drunken Uncle the other day. He's like, how many subs has he got? I said, well, 8,000 or whatever. That's crap. What do you mean that's crap? Just fucking watch it. If you like it, you like it. Don't worry about how many subs they've got. You know, if everybody did that, you miss so much good stuff. You know,
that's what I call the normies. The normies tend to only like a subscribed channel if they have over 1 million subscribers and something like that. And the best channels I've ever found were actually under 1 million subscribers.
Definitely.
Of course, some of them hit 1 million now. But, for instance, Pure Carbon's still one of my favorite YouTubers. Doesn't make much content, and he's got, I think he's got about 1,000 subscribers.
What's he called?
Pure Carbon.
Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, these big ones like top 5 or, you know, or whatever, that sort of cheesy cliche shit.
For instance, here's one. So he debunked a Muslim girl by saying that she was saying that the world was shaped as an ostrich egg.
Oh,
and then he proved her wrong using science, math, and history.
Yeah. Okay. That's a new one. An ostrich egg. I've heard of flat Earth, and the Earth is more of an oblong sort of shape, and
it's interesting. But he debunks in a very new way, and it's very interesting. Another YouTuber, he's got 1 million subscribers now, but when I first watched him, he had about 50,000 subscribers, and his name was the Anime Man.
Who?
The Anime Man.
The Anime Man. Anime.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had about 50,000 subscribers when I found him. He has over 1 million subscribers now.
Okay, so he's a real success story in that case.
Yeah, he's really good.
Do you know Mumkey Jones? You heard of Mumkey?
Yeah, I've heard of Mumkey Jones.
Yeah, he's a bit of a nut job, isn't he? He's brilliant. I like him too.
Rusty Cage.
Who? Rusty
Cage. He's interesting guy.
I've heard. I don't think I think I've watched one of his videos, but I don't think he's one I've regularly seen on a regular basis. But yeah, I have heard that name before. Yeah.
He's a little bit of an edgelord, but he's interesting, and his music's really good. So.
Okay, I can't hear on music. As a car guy, I don't know if any car guys out there, but since the death of Top Gear in Britain, there's not been really much of interest in Top Gear because American Top Gear is fucking god awful. I was looking for someone to replace Jeremy Clarkson. Is there anybody out there that can replace Jeremy Clarkson? I don't think it was possible. But I come across a channel, and I know Undoomed has taken influence from this guy. RCR, better known as Regular Car Reviews, and he reviews normal, boring cars. And his way of thinking, of stereotyping a car, is just brilliant. Like, for instance, he'll tell a story. He'll pull up into a car park, right? There'll be a random car. It'll be, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of one. I don't know. It's usually Americans in America. Something like, I don't know, a Pontiac Solstice. And he'll tell a story about it. He'll say, "No, Chad, just because you're dating my mum, we can't be friends." You know, just like, always sort of like that type of person that would own that car, you know, and he tells all these stories behind it. And I ask you, regular car reviews, even if you're not a car person, you've got to watch this channel just because of the stories he tells behind these cars. But to any any place and tell a story behind it. Oh, watch out, Dad's coming home. Better, put away the beer. So that's obviously a teenager's car or whatever, or Oh, I can't think of any. I'm really, really bad at relaying how good he is. But yeah, RCI is definitely a good replacement for Jeremy Clarkson, a regular car user. I know Undoomed has been taking cues from him with the whole with the poop shoot and all those sort of weird voices, but he does us from regular car reviews.
Yeah. Undoomed is the type of channel where he's the type of a YouTuber who I can't watch a video around other people because it's just awkward.
yeah. Like, yeah, I get that. Yeah, he doesn't do a lot of stuff. He's quite he's hit his 300,000 subs or whatever. He's happy with me. He's sort of slowed down a lot, but yeah, he's certainly got a lot more edge here over the.
I think that's the best because I think his content's getting better because he's slowed down. I think he's doing more editing and more,
That's true. See, I mean, my channel is definitely quantity over quality. I'm terrible. I regularly, or at least I used to, update every fucking day. And my channel's definitely quantity over quantity. Say that again. Quantity over quality, definitely. My channel's god awful, really, when you look at it.
Well,
yeah,
I try and do quality, but I end up just going cringy. Is finally here. We have talked about Heartregress for quite a while. It's just we kind of spun off because it's a very depressing topic.
Yeah, who's asking or?
Akata. He's a very good YouTuber. I recommend his channel. He's I don't know, he's an evil scientist who's trying to cure the world from stupidity. There you go.
Oh, brilliant. We'll have some of that. So what's his channel's name?
Director Architect. Hang on, I'm just gonna give you copy.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Finding things.
I've got 23 minutes to go. 23 minutes.
No problem.
You can certainly do this again. I don't have to be limited to this one stream, of course.
Oh yeah, like I definitely invite you again. You're really fun to talk to.
I'm curious about Very Viral's fucking comment. You got Twitter yet or what? Okay, guys, just relax.
But
what the hell
don't worry, everyone. I'm gonna make sure he gets Twitter.
Yeah.
If not Discord.
Discord, eh? Okay.
Yeah. I'll send it to you on Gmail because I'm pretty sure you can't get it from.
If anyone wants to, like I said, I don't have Twitter or Fake, but if you do want to email me, does anyone want an email address? If they want to collab, white YouTuber, or any of the following contribution of the video. Like I say, how I do a contribution to a video is you email me, say, order, can you do, I don't know, whatever the fucking topic is, and then I do the video and I upload it as an unlisted video, and then I give you the unlisted link, and then you download it and do what the fuck you want with it. Does anyone want my email address?
I have a great idea about a debunking a Huff video where I just go, oh yeah, because you're a really credible source, isn't that right, order? And then I know you say, hey, yeah, that's another.
Yeah.
It's like my friend Jordan. His channel's Spirit Science, and he's actually he's okay with me debunking him. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna do that where I'm like, hey, you're okay with me debunking, right? It's like, that's fine, Miss Steam. Like, just get people off guard.
Yeah, I know he has a lot of followers. A lot of people don't want to believe he's a fake, and I do get the support because, like, I mean, you could argue with saying he has that likable personality. He really does. Huff speaks to a lot of people in his mannerisms and his, hey guys, this is Huff Paranormal, blah blah, fucking vomit, blah. And you know, it really rubs off some people, so they don't want to believe that the nice shiny headed man is lying to them, you know. So I do understand he has a lot of supporters, and that's half the battle, I guess. I put the information out there. It's up to you what you do with it. If you don't want to believe it, or you want to carry on watching him, it makes no difference to me. You know, that's all. A lot of people think that it makes like a difference in my life if you stop watching him. Don't make any difference to me. I don't earn any money because you don't watch him or do watch him. You do what the fuck you want. All I've done is put the video out there, and you decide for yourself if I'm telling the truth or I'm just making it up as I go along. It's up to you. But anyway,
He's a classic case of the nice guy.
Yeah.
Pretty much, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm here for you, and then as soon as you say something a little critical, he's like, oh, you fucking slut.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. I mean, he'll certainly delete your comments if you ask a technical question. Certainly, if it's a negative comment, it definitely comes up. But he's a slimy sod, because I've heard stories about him, people going to see him for a sale of the Wonderbox portal, and he'll say things like this. Oh, your mum's next to me right now, and she's telling me that you know, you should buy this because she wants to chat with you again. She hasn't spoken with you in a long while, and she misses you. And she's telling me, if you buy this, we can talk to each other. And of course, they feed off like, oh my god, your mum's he's not a medium, he's none of this, he's got no fucking special sense. Fucking asshole, you know. So he does play up it, and when you buy it, he doesn't show it in action. What he does is he plays music for it. He says, listen to how clear it sounds. I'm buying it for the fact that you can fucking, you know, communicate with the so-say other side, and you're playing how good it sounds via music. That's not helpful. I mean, he gets a wine out and goes, this is the best investment you'll ever have. Cheers. Gives you a fucking wine. It's a really weird, surreal environment he gives you, seriously, if you ever meet up with him.
I have a little bit of a problem with a certain steampunk YouTuber who's ripping off people at the moment. He's I don't know, like his stuff he buys from Amazon and then he resells it for a higher price, really. But it's annoying though. It's like they are bigger YouTubers, they are more liked, and of course they're going to be listened more than, you know, people who actually have proof that they're just con artists and thieves.
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult because I understand people who have lost loved ones, they want to make contact. And look, like I say, the stuff I've got, and I can give you my best videos of contact if you want to see what it's like. It's one thing contacting these entities, whatever the fuck they are. Like I say to skeptics, I cannot prove to you they're dead people. Can't prove that. They say they're dead, and they say they're the devil sometimes. They say all sorts of things. Like I say, I'll give you the videos and you can watch yourself and you decide, okay? I can't tell you that they're dead people. I can tell you is something intelligent is answering back. That's all I can give you, and we can't see it easily. That's the absolutes I can give you. So I don't know if he's your dead man. I ain't got a clue. And like I say, make contact with these things, but asking for a specific person. Have you got my mum there in the light? Is a totally different ball game to making contact with whatever answers back, whatever these things are, you know. Like I said, I'll show you. I've got, you know, my videos, and if anyone wants to just go to my channel, put a comment, give me your best video order of say contact with the other side. Come on then, show me what you got, and I'll give you it, and you make up your own fucking mind. But anyway, whoever wants that email address, because my email address is really, really complicated for people who don't listen properly. So this is, have you got a pen and paper? If anyone's got a pen and paper, are you ready for my email address? Anyone who may or may not want it?
I could just type it in the live chat if you want.
That'd be very helpful. So it's, do you know it? Okay,
not off by heart.
Oh wow, okay. E30 is representative of an old 3 Series BMW, and the M20 is the engine we have put into it.
So,
he's a
sorry, what?
So E30 Riley M20 at gmail.com, but E30 is representative of an old 1980s BMW 3 Series Tourer. And the M20 is the engine that goes into it. That's why it's E30 Riley M20 at gmail.com. That's where it comes from.
Sorry, my computer's being a little slow.
Oh.
Live streams take a lot out of it, so you know.
Okay, so well, maybe I'll just say it then.
Yep.
E for Edward.
Sorry.
3, as in 3, not free as in it's free to have. 3, 0. So that's E30, E30. Riley, that's Romeo, Indigo, Lima, Echo, Yankee, Riley. M for mother, 20, so that's 20, at gmail.com. E30 Riley M20 at gmail.com. One more time. E30 Riley M20 at gmail.com. Email me, and if you want me to contribute or call me a cunt, whatever you want, I'll get that.
Well, everyone else has got it, so.
I can't see the chat room, so I've got no idea if I'm being called a wanker.
Well, I might be eating at the moment. I'm sorry.
Okay.
If anyone wants to get to the email again, it is near the end of the stream.
Yeah. E30 Riley M20. I can't do it now. E30 Riley M20 at gmail.com. There you go.
Okay, well, okay, so I think we should end the stream here. Thank you, Audrey Mang, for coming on. It was really nice talking to you. Definitely invite you again.
Yeah, it's likewise, definitely. It's good. It's good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay, chat. Subscribe to Order of Magnitude. You really like his paranormal or his personality, or both. I tend to like both. And also, I would say Omegon, fuck you, and Arcata, how dare you be late? Okay, bye.